Hello, welcome back to Jam Sports Podcast, Episode 2, Season 3. We had was it Divisional Weekend?
Wow, Divisional Weekend.
Divisional Weekend just wrapped up yesterday.
Some controversy, some ups and downs, some bad.
It was interesting, I guess.
Interesting weekend. But yeah, welcome back, guys. Second video. Hope you guys enjoyed the first one. If you guys watched it, if you guys didn't, go watch it. If you guys,
like we said, we're trying to
update stuff,
improve the quality, and I know we need new lights, so we're gonna get that started hopefully soon.
Slowly, but yeah. Let's just start it off with
first game.
It was the
Texans
going into Baltimore. The rookie C.J. Stroud looking good in his wild card debut.
If you listened last week, I said Houston was gonna win.
You did, yeah.
I had Houston winning because I was on the CJ bandwagon, but Baltimore's just.
Lamar just went off on the legs and arm.
They couldn't stop Lamar at all.
250 total yards, 4 touchdowns total.
Houston had no answer on offense or on defense. They
just
couldn't do anything. CJ didn't really do much.
Just a punt return. That line, I think they can be good next year. They just need a line.
Yeah, and then maybe a receiver.
There's like over.
Nico Collins is good.
Yeah, there's over. Oh, they also one of the other receivers went down. Tank Down went down. So
need a running back possibly.
Yeah, offseason there's a few.
Who's even their running back?
Devin Singletary. Something named.
They need like a top running back, and they could be good.
Derrick Henry,
maybe.
But yeah, Houston's. They're only supposed
still
to be
young.
there.
They're still young. 3 wins last season, or was it?
3. They had combined not even 11 wins in the last 4 years. So yeah,
I think they're ahead of schedule in their rebuild or whatever you want to call it. But we'll see if they can keep it up next season. Obviously, Baltimore too much for them to handle. I guess it shows that they are
top of the
probably
league.
The best team in the NFL.
They are both offense and defense, and everything all around.
Lamar showed why he's probably going to win the MVP. What did he have? Over 100 yards rushing, probably.
I did 150 passing. But if you're doing it on the ground, you don't really need that much.
He just tore that Houston defense apart.
But yeah, and then what was it 250? I think it was 152 and 100. Yeah, and no turnovers. That's the other.
He didn't even need to pass it that much.
That's the other thing. No
and
turnovers.
And 2 passing touchdowns as well. So.
Yeah.
And then what are CJ's stats?
CJ's had 60 some yards, I think. 175, no picks either, so that's kind of.
But they could have run the ball. Yeah. 22 yards for Singletary, 9 yards for Stroud, and Algum. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name, but he had 3 yards. So less than 40 yards rushing for Houston, and obviously they were down a lot, so they had to throw the ball.
30 rushing yards to 229 rushing yards.
But they were down a lot, so obviously they had to throw the ball, try and get back in the game, but they just couldn't get anything going really.
It was close first quarter. I think it was 10-10, right? Yeah, 10-10 in the first half, and then just Baltimore did his thing in the fourth quarter.
But luckily, after this game, all the other games were pretty good. They were close, at least, for the most part.
First half kind of boring, but yeah. And then I guess the night game for Saturday night, you got the Green Bay Packers. They have a lovely team, hey?
They're looking pretty good. They're going to be
going into the San Francisco. I was going to say Bay Area, but no, they're in Santa Clara. I guess it rains a lot there.
Well, I heard it's not supposed to rain in California, but it was coming down a lot.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy didn't look great, but he got the job done.
Good. He was wearing a glove. He took it off, put it back on, took it off a few times. He was wiping his hands before throwing it. The game against Baltimore on Christmas, that was also a raining day, and he did not play well. So his kryptonite, even though he's only been in the league for 2 years.
I've seen a lot of things on TikTok or on Twitter. People saying that Brock Purdy's overrated. He can't get it done. All he does is throw checkdowns. But then people are like, "Oh wait, he just drove them down the field to win the game." Blah blah blah. He's made it to the championship game 2 years in a row. Blah blah blah. I don't know. This is my first. I'm not gonna lie. This is my first time really watching Brock Purdy, and I was not impressed. I think Christian McCaffrey kind of carried the offense.
Okay, but that's it. He's a 7th. He's a last
pick
of the draft.
Doesn't matter what pick
does that have to do with anything?
Doesn't matter what pick he is.
How could you be overrated if you're the last pick?
But people are saying he's trash, and some people are saying he's good. So what is he?
He's an overrated. He's a much better Jimmy G. That can actually throw the ball.
Can he throw the ball? All he throws is everyone's saying all he throws is check down.
When it doesn't rain, he has 4,000 yards passing. He's the most by a San Francisco team.
The game-winning drive, I'll give it to him, was pretty good. But everything else is check down to McCaffrey and then let him do it.
He also did have Debo.
That's true, Debo. But even if Debo was alive, was it healthy, whatever, fucking screen pass to Debo and let him run it.
If you were the GM, I forgot his name, John Lynch, and if you had a 3rd overall pick QB, would you have given him away if you didn't think Purdy was good?
Who was their quarterback? Oh yeah, whatever his name was, I forget now.
Trey Lance. Trey Area.
Where did he go to, anyways?
Cowboys. Wow. Trey Area.
Well, obviously, they didn't think he was good.
But yeah, so I don't know if obviously it's their first game. We'll see what happens next week when they. We'll see what the weather's like.
A lot of people either like him or hate him.
I think he's okay. Like, he does what he does. He's like, people say he's a game manager. How about that?
Yeah. Well, people also said Josh Allen's game manager.
What? I never heard that.
Where
are you getting your stats from?
Richard Sherman and stuff on Twitter, because
Sherman.
He runs the ball. He doesn't throw the ball deep anymore and turn it over. Whatever. We'll talk about that game later. But
which is a good thing. Yeah.
If he did not have McCaffrey, what would Brock Purdy be without McCaffrey?
Well, other players make other players. Yeah, look at Randy Moss made Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady could still do it without those players.
True. But why don't we give him an out of here?
We'll see. How about we see this weekend?
We'll see this weekend.
They're gonna have a challenge this weekend.
See what happens if they go to the Super Bowl or not. But two different, obviously, outcomes.
Okay, so
I think he's okay.
He's okay. I'll hold my judgment for next weekend. This weekend coming up. Like I said, I didn't really watch any football during the regular season.
252 yards on a touchdown, which is like average, I guess.
On 40 passes attempts.
39 attempts.
Yeah, that's
it's raining. Yeah, but Jordan Love threw for 34.
Also, people are saying that the Packers got robbed by the refs. I don't know personally. I don't know. I don't see it. How about Jordan Love doesn't throw across his body into triple coverage with 2 timeouts left?
This is why. I'll bring it up later. But yeah, how did they get robbed by the refs?
I don't know. I just saw it on Twitter, and I didn't look into it too mught. But I'm like, I don't think so.
I didn't see.
They couldn't. They probably could have. Should have won.
We watched the whole game, right?
We watched the whole game.
I don't think we missed anything. That defense should have picked off Purdy like 4 times.
Yeah. Green Bay had a chance. Green Bay won that game. They should have won that game.
Niners didn't win.
Green Bay threw it.
Green Bay, yeah, they lost, and at the end with 50 seconds left, you want to be called, and your quarterback for the Packers, the legendary team, 2 timeouts, and that's what you do.
He throws it across his body into triple coverage.
That's what you do.
Similar to what
the
next game, but we'll talk about that later as well.
That's what I'll bring it up to the next game. I'll bring up my thing. But yeah,
I think the future of the NFL is in good hands. We got Lamar, we got CJ, Jordan Love, Brock Purdy. You want to put him in there? I guess they're all young quarterbacks. So and Jared Goff, is he still young? Technically, kind of.
I think he's the oldest.
Under 30.
I think he's the oldest out of all the QBs.
Baker's probably up there too.
I think he's like 26, 27, but I think Goff is the oldest. Speaking of Goff, that's our next game, Sunday evening, afternoon. You got the new Detroit Lions.
And the new Buccaneers?
Same team, just different quarterback.
True.
But yeah, I got the Bucs going to the Lions. Honestly, it was like everyone was picking the Lions to win. It was at one point they looked like they were about to blow them out, but then that last quarter or last 2-minute warning, 2-minute drive, you could say,
by Tampa.
Yeah, a huge pass to Mike Evans. Oh man, Mike Evans is clutch.
At that right before halftime, right?
They gotta sign him and Baker next year. He is clutch. That really, and then he also had some big plays throughout the game.
Yeah, I was impressed by Baker.
Right, and then both teams actually played really good. There was a few. Was there any controversy? I don't think there was any bad calls or anything. They ran the Lions.
Detroit ran the ball pretty well.
They ran the.
I think they ran the ball decently. That guy who's Rashad White had a good game.
Right, he had a good game. They both
Gibbs looks like Jahmyr Gibbs looks like he could be a star.
He was a first-round pick, so hopefully
I think he'll be starter next season for sure.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be.
He catches the ball. He runs the ball. He's fast. He's good. Good player.
But Baker threw for 349 yards, 3 TDs, but 2 picks. That first pick was a first drive.
I didn't watch the first half.
Did you see what happened?
I didn't watch the first half.
So he threw it. I think it was 3rd and 18. He just chucked it down the field. It was tipped. Not Mike Evans maybe, but it was tipped, and then the guy picked him off, and then he was running it back. The receiver just tipped it. If you're gonna tip it, like I think Romo said this, if you're gonna bat it down.
Yeah.
If you're gonna bat it backwards, you don't know what's gonna happen. So bat it down. Even like on a Hail Mary, you always bat it down.
Yeah.
So yeah, he tipped it, and then the guy picked it off. He ran it, and then obviously Baker just tried to tackle him, and then he did it, and then he just went out of bounds. So what happened was the defensive back, who was a guy, it was I think it was Gardner Johnson.
Was that when he threw the ball at Baker?
No, this guy. I think he was the one that whoever it was. He literally, he handed it back off to Baker.
I saw that.
And then he said at the end of the game, I watched film this, blah, blah, blah. It's basically a lucky tip. But yeah, and then his other pick was really bad.
That was Same thing to Jordan Love. Kind of probably worse though because he wasn't really under pressure. There's more time I think on the clock.
Way more time. I think they had like
a couple timeouts maybe.
And they just
he threw it into double coverage.
Triple was it?
Double at least.
Double, I think it was to Godwin, which was like a good choice. But yeah, and basically kind of almost threw it over his body too.
It was a bad throw.
See, okay, now we talked about this game. We talked about the Packers game. You know all these conspiracy theories, or like I don't know what else there is.
The NFL is rigged.
The NFL, if I want to like, I think the NFL could be rigged. What are the chances? This happened later on too. The KC game. I'll tell you about that. But how do you? But you have so much time. 50 seconds is a lot. With timeouts, that's a lot. How do you throw it across your body?
Love or the other guy?
Both of them basically in triple coverage when the season's on the line.
I don't know. I just don't believe that sports are rigged. I think it's stupid.
NFL does. How does
sometimes it does look like it could be, but I don't
like the Packers should have won that game. And the Baker and then why didn't they go for 2? Why did they not feel
like coaches?
Why did they go for 2?
I don't know why they went for 2. That was stupid.
That was dumb. Like, why are you making it harder? Like, obviously, yeah, Dan Campbell does do all the crazy stuff, goes for 2 and stuff, but still, like, you want to.
That was a stupid call.
Keep it a battle, but yeah, that was just I don't know. But yeah.
Well, if you want something to prove your point that the NFL is rigged, indeed, we can look at the last play of the game. I think.
Yeah, the last play. So basically,
let me just pull it up here on my phone.
They got picked off.
The Lions snapped the ball on 3rd down with 37 seconds left. The Bucs could have called a timeout.
Yeah.
And it would have been 4th down, and they would have had to kick a field goal with 30 seconds left. They could have missed the field goal. Could have been blocked. Anything could have happened. They could have had a chance to win.
Whatever. I think Todd Bowles was asked that after like post game. He's like, we would have like 12 seconds left. It would have not
anything's possible.
They would have been up by 2 scores, but like
they could have missed.
That's the other thing about the NFL.
We saw the Packers kicker miss.
I think he also missed or banked one on the left and it went in. The Lions kicker.
So the Packers kicker missed yesterday. We saw the Bills kicker miss yesterday.
Yeah, so it's
things happen.
Anything happens.
Kickers get blocked,
and it's playoffs too.
So that was kind of crazy. I didn't really catch it at the time. No one caught it. I saw it after the game.
After the game, later on the next day, people caught it. But I don't know. But if you're like 12 seconds, I've seen way crazier stuff.
A lot of time. Well, no, because there would have been like 30 seconds left on the clock when they kicked the field goal.
And then 5 seconds.
So there would have been at least 20, and then 15 to 20 seconds.
And then the kickoff, it could have been like
one timeout left.
So
they would have had no time left. But
even if you had at least 5 seconds,
they had time.
For a Hail Mary, go for like that backyard.
They could have done something. But anyways, Buccaneers look good. But the big questions for them in the offseason: are they going to re-sign Baker? Or are they going to re-sign Mike Evans? If they lose both of them,
some linebackers are free agency.
If they lose both of those players, then they're probably going to be
done. Their linebacker, Darren White, is free agent. Levante David is. I don't know. Would you sign Baker?
He impressed me this season.
28 touchdowns, career high.
He was good this season. I'll give him
kind of a joke with Browns, eh?
Yeah.
The guy brought you your first win in like 20-some years, and that's what you do?
I would give Baker maybe like a couple of years. But if Mike Evans signs too, then I don't know.
Yeah,
Godwin is pretty decent, but
yeah, Evans is old. I think they have some young speeder receivers, but still, it's I don't know. Yeah, Baker. I think he found his home. Well, he's also been on like 4 different teams. But yeah, that's that for you. The Lions, like the Goff, he's first team. He can join. Okay, guess who he can join?
As what?
To take 2 different teams to the Super Bowl with 14+ wins.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, and
Peyton Manning.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
Pretty good company.
And he's the first overall pick.
Yeah,
and he's been in the league for like not even 10 years.
5 years, 6, 7.
Like something crazy. He is 29.
So 10 years maybe.
He's turning 30 this year.
In college for.
And okay, and then I don't know. Did you see the post game? Like, I guess it's a wild card weekend when it was like the game ball.
No.
Dan Campbell's like, this game ball is for you, Jared Goff, because you're good enough for Detroit because the Rams said you're not good enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, he really that trade was crazy. Okay, so he's been here 2016. So 22 years.
7
old.
years.
So yeah.
7th season.
Yeah,
I mean Detroit has a good chance
Gibbs,
next weekend.
Laporta,
Gibbs is good.
One of the defensive guys.
St.
Those
Brown.
are all in the Sam Stafford trade.
Crazy. I think Detroit has a chance to beat the Niners this weekend. We'll see, though.
Yeah, that's that. And then we got the
biggest game of the weekend, probably.
Game of the, third straight
season.
Or I think 3 out of the last 4 years. We got the Kansas City Chiefs going. They're going. They're not hosting. They're going into Buffalo, New York. Literally back and forth.
Good
Every
game.
single play was crazy. Like, it was one of those games. Like, it was scripted really well.
I see a lot of people blaming Josh Allen for making bad throws, but Diggs had a huge drop.
There's
like 3 drops happening.
Okay, this is back up. How about that 4th down fake punt?
That was stupid, but it didn't really matter because they got the ball back anyways.
Yeah, but like, why would you even do that though? Put it hands toward, because they didn't have enough people in the box, so like, let's run it.
I guess. At the end of the day, it didn't really affect the game at all.
And then we got that rule of the touchback. They might be changing that.
And the pass interference on 4th down, when the ball was still in Mahomes' hands, and the guy like moved, like bumped him a little bit.
Yeah.
But people are saying Josh Allen kind of messed up, but because he had third down at the end of the game, he was throwing deep balls, and they had players open.
2nd and 9 and 3rd and 9, they just
But he had that guy in the open end zone. Shakir was open in the end zone, and he missed the ball.
That's the other reason.
Bad throw.
How do you miss the Diggs one that's wide open?
That was just Diggs.
And then how did you miss that? Yeah, people say he got bumped or shoved. Yeah, he got a little bit of tap.
It was a drop.
Right?
He dropped it.
No, I'm talking about that 3rd down at the end.
When he in the end zone? He was open?
In the end zone.
Yeah.
Like, he got a little bit bumped, but still, like...
Shakir was wide open, basically.
Wide open, and he, like... threw it short. And then you miss a field goal?
Yeah.
Throughout the game, everything was good. It wasn't even bad weather or anything, and then you still missed a field goal?
But the Diggs drop was huge. Number 16, I don't know his name.
For who?
Buffalo. Sure.
Number 16?
Receiver. Sure something.
Number 10, you mean? Shakira?
Number 16.
Shakira?
No. Number 16. It's like Sure something.
This is 16?
Sherfield had 2 drops.
Okay, yeah.
He had one that hit him in the bicep of the arm, and the other one when he dove and like couldn't catch it. Those are big plays. Diggs had a drop. Allen had a missed throw, obviously.
Didn't do that good. Last week they did good. Running back Cook, they ran the ball really well in the first 3 quarters.
Half. Yeah.
Really, I don't know what happened in the 4th.
This game was there for Buffalo to win. They should have won. But I was like, oh, this is what Mahomes does. This is why he's the GOAT.
What did he do, though?
Nothing.
Did you do anything crazy?
Kelsey showed up finally, which is good, I guess.
He had that wide open touchdown.
2 touchdowns.
One of them was wide open, broken coverage in the second
Pacheco
one.
was good again.
Yeah. He also didn't play in the other game, but yeah.
I think the Buffalo choked. If they couldn't beat Kansas City this year in the playoffs, I don't think they ever will.
No, and I think
Diggs is probably gone now.
Diggs might leave. Did you see that photo of him a couple years ago, the AFC Championship game? He was just sitting there. And people are like, you're still waiting there, man. It's been 4 years.
I know.
What are you gonna do?
But you can't blame. Who's he gonna blame though? Because he had some drops. So I don't know. But I think he's gone.
Maybe Mike Evans.
He's too old though. No.
So you got those other young guys.
Yeah. James Cook had like you said, very good first 3 quarters, and then
also their defense was so bagged up, so many injuries.
Yeah, a lot of injuries on defense, and they didn't play bad. Their defense wasn't bad.
They held Mahomes. Yeah, Mahomes.
But
Mahomes didn't. When I was watching the game, he didn't give me like that.
He didn't do anything special.
Yeah.
Rice didn't do anything.
He did that.
Rice, what did he have? Like 2 catches?
Yeah, it's like 4 catches. I think it was.
Kelsey showed up.
He went for 215, 2 touchdowns. Pacheco almost went for 100 yards. Kelsey double tutties. Rice, yeah, nothing really crazy, but
So, anything else you want to add from this game, or anything else from the weekend you want to talk about?
The NFL's rigged.
Okay, so what's that?
You know why? Because we're gonna put the logo right here of the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you can see it. You see it, right?
I heard about that.
Yeah,
colors.
The last 2 years.
Yeah.
If you look at the logo,
it is weird.
Somewhere over here, wherever it's gonna be, you got some orange. No, you got some red for either the Niners.
It's the Niners.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, the Bucks are out, and then you got purple. What other team's purple?
Definitely not the Chiefs.
Yeah, and then you got the Baltimore there. But then someone said there's a little bit of silver in there for the Lions.
Yeah, it is weird that the past 3 seasons the colors of the logo have been the teams. It's very weird.
If we can, we'll put them all 3 up and then we'll put this thing.
It's very strange, but
it's rigged, man. I'm telling you.
I just can't believe. I just won't believe that sports are rigged. Maybe Obviously, you got some like African soccer leagues that are probably rigged, but like the NFL, the NHL, the NBA,
NFL biggest. I think
the NBA. I could see the NBA.
That's what I'm saying,
The NBA is a little bit. The refs are definitely biased in the NBA. You can't agree that. We can't disagree that. LeBron gets all the calls. James Harden, blah blah. Whatever. We'll not talk about the NBA right now, but
I think the NFL. If you want to talk about conspiracy theories, that's probably the most believable one.
what's the least rigged league? The NHL.
Yeah.
How can you rig the NHL?
Oh, high stick kick. No goal. Oh, yeah, no goal. 0-4.
Well, that's like the Flames got jabbed by against the Leafs, but okay, whatever. That does not need to be discussed right now.
The other thing from that game, I guess Kelsey and Mahomes are now the top dual touchdowns with 16.
But not the top dual for rings, though.
Yeah. Did you see the other stat? So what's more impressive? Do you think? You think so now Brady as a starter because he didn't play in his rookie year.
Mahomes.
Yeah. So as a starter, he's been to 6 straight AFC Championship games. Okay.
Yeah. 7 now.
6. This is 6th one.
Oh.
He's only been in the league for 6 years. Or what was the other one I saw? Okay, what's more impressive? Mahomes going to 6 years in the NFL, 6 straight at AFC Championship games, or not having your first loss in the playoffs after you win 3 Super Bowls. Do you get it?
The Brady one?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like that's
pretty
someone
good.
brought that up. 6 straight is crazy.
Yeah. They're both crazy stats.
And the other one's not having your first playoff loss after your 3rd Super Bowl ring.
They're both crazy.
That would be either, I forgot, 3, 6, 9, 4. Depends if they
like 10
divisional.
games,
yeah,
probably at least. Yeah, they're both incredible stats. Obviously, 2 very good quarterbacks. The greatest of all time, and then what? Was Mahomes top 10 now, if you think of all time, or is he too young still?
Too young. I think, you know what? I don't think.
Do you think he'll finish top
unless he
5,
wins
top 3?
more than 8 Super Bowls. Is it 7? Brady has 7.
I don't know. You said
Brady has 7. Yeah. Unless he wins more than 7 Super Bowls, I don't think he's ever going to be on Brady's level because he's 0-2 against Brady in the playoffs.
What if he has 5?
No, he's 0-2 against Brady in the playoffs.
All right.
AFC Championship game and Super Bowl.
True. So Mahomes will never be the GOAT. There you go.
Then.
Yeah, it's like, well, you can't compare them, but you can because they were kind of both same generation.
Brady won like 2 rings when this guy was still in the league.
Well, yeah, but it's like it's not like comparing LeBron to Michael Jordan because they're so far apart.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Mahomes and Brady's more comparable because they're like same generation-ish. Like Gretzky and McDavid, you can't compare them because I was like.
Could you do Kobe and Michael Jordan?
Closer a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyways, so Mahomes, let us know down below if you think he has a chance to be the GOAT. According to him, he doesn't. Personally, for me, I don't think so either. He has 2 rings. Also, I think his teams have been way better than Tom Brady's teams.
What does he do when he loses Kelsey?
Rice looks good.
Ray Rice.
Rashee Rice.
Oh yeah. So okay, one guy.
He also had Tyreek Hill for a long time. And then Jamal Charles. Was he there? Or was he not there?
No, it was before the Chiefs Kingdom.
Okay, then never mind.
That was Alex Smith.
But anyways, yeah. So next weekend, we can talk about the games this coming weekend now. Championship Sunday. What's the first game?
We got the Chiefs and Baltimore Ravens. Chiefs going to Baltimore. 1 o'clock starts our time. Total points is 45, and the Ravens are favored by 3.5. So
personally, I think Baltimore will destroy them.
Oh, dude, everyone wants Baltimore to destroy these guys. I hope just send full-on blitz, like all 11 guys. Now, all 7 guys is full-on blitz, and just have, like, Patrick McQueen one way and Roquan Smith the other way, and just...
If you look at what James Cook did in the first half against KC, and I imagine what Lamar Jackson will do against KC.
And then they also have, Gus Edwards, Hill, and then Dalvin Cook. I don't know if
he's not going to do shit unless it's, like, a blowout, probably.
Yeah,
he had 1 carry that game, I think.
Zay Flowers, he
didn't do much last weekend, but he's good still.
But that defense is not that good either for KC.
I think I saw last night they were the worst run defense in the NFL. Or one of the worst.
Do you not see what Cooks did?
So Lamar Jackson is going to go off, I think. Bet the over on rushing yards. Smash it. Just kidding, don't listen to me. I haven't won any parlays this playoffs. But I think the Baltimore... I mean, people always said they're the best team in the NFL. And then I think they
went to go
beat
the Niners in Santa Clara. Then they hosted
and when the Niners were like, oh, if we had our quarterback, we would have beat you guys, blah, blah, blah.
No, they did have their quarterback.
Not last season.
Oh, no, I'm talking about this year.
Baltimore. No, but last year, wasn't the Niners like, oh, if we had our quarterback healthy, we would be the best team. We would be the best team.
They probably would have beat the Chiefs, no?
with Purdy? No.
Yeah, last year if they didn't get hurt.
You see on Twitter, everyone's like, "Oh, we're screwed. If we have to face Lamar or Patrick Mahomes."
For who said that?
Niners fans.
Well, I would if I was a Niners fan, I wouldn't want Baltimore because what happened in Christmas Day.
The Chiefs would beat the Niners too, I think.
I don't think the Chiefs will.
No?
That'd be more even matchup.
Oh yeah, I think Baltimore will destroy the Chiefs. I hope they do, anyways, because I can't handle
I just
the
don't want
Chiefs
the
winning
Chiefs
again.
to go back to back because the last team to go back to that was 20 years ago, and it was New England Patriots.
I think Baltimore gets it done for sure. I think they beat them by over 3.5 points as well. I'll take the spread on that one.
Over.
I'll take the spread on that one.
Okay, and then the night game or the afternoon game, we got the Detroit Lions.
For some reason, I'm not excited for this game.
Really?
Just doesn't excite me. Like the morning game, yeah, that's a good game.
Going to the Santa Clara, facing the Niners, and honestly, I think the Lions might pull it off.
I want the Lions to win.
Lions,
I know last weekend I said I don't like the Lions, but I want them to win.
Lions would. I don't mind either team, but I think the Lions just because everyone's on their hype train and everyone's a Lions fan. I think now.
Because that's a good story.
And Jared Goff has proven he's already been in the Super Bowl, so he knows.
Yeah.
I didn't like him when he played for the Rams because of ages, but that's okay. Hopefully he doesn't like...
Is Debo, any news about Debo? I haven't looked.
Something about shoulder injury. I think it's 50-50. So if Debo's not playing, then that's...
If he's out, that's a huge loss, obviously.
Yeah, so I don't think...
It's going to be close. Is the 7-point spread right now for the Niners, or I think it's way too much?
7.5?
7.
Oh, they changed it. It was 7.5 before.
I think
or
it's
6.5 it was.
I think that's way too much. So if... Yeah. I think maybe if the news comes out about Debo, the spread will change.
Against the Packers,
they'll lose.
The Lions are gonna. I think Lions are.
I think if it comes out that Debo's out, the spread will probably go down.
Spread will go down.
So if you want to take the Lions out, do it now while the spread's still high.
Goff has been perfect as well throughout the postseason.
No picks.
So let's see. I think he's been perfect. That's the thing. You can't throw picks. If you throw picks, where's the QBs? Yeah, he's no picks. So you can't turnovers. You can't do no fumbles either. I think. I think they're playing clean football. The Lions. I think they have a fumble. Yeah, so they're playing clean football, and I think the Niners are playing clean too. So, but they really, who do they play? They played, Packers. And yeah. So
speaking of fumbles, do you see Mecole Hardman's stat line yesterday?
No, what was it? Was it
it's like 2 catches, 0 yards, and 1 fumble.
That was his whole stat line.
Yeah.
But did that one catch count as like 10 yards?
What he got, lost yards too.
1 for 2. Oh wow. Yeah, you're right. 2 fumbles. Yeah. 1 was a loss.
Yeah, I think he rushed it too. No, yeah, he did. He rushed it once for -1 yard.
Nice, that's good.
So Mecole Hardman did the. If you're familiar with the basketball and you know Tony Snell.
What did you say? What was his first name?
Mecole.
Okay, I think it's Nicole.
I don't know. Mecole Hardman. I don't know. But if you know the Tony Snell in the NBA, it's like a meme. He had like 26 minutes, 0 points, 0 assists, 0 rebounds. So what's worse, that or this? This one for sure.
Yeah, because this guy
he fumbled it twice.
Yeah,
touched the ball twice and fumbled it both times.
Total 3 times, but yeah,
embarrassing.
But
yeah. If he was on the Patriots, Bill Belichick would have cut him after the game.
Yeah. Savage. Oh.
But Chiefs. No. Niners and Lions. Got off track there, but who do you think Detroit's going to win?
Niners and Lions?
What? That's who's playing, no?
Oh yeah, I thought you said. I was
going to say,
who's your Super Bowl? Who's your Super Bowl?
Who do you have winning that game then? So we both say.
I'm gonna go Baltimore.
We both pick Baltimore, yeah.
Ravens and Lions. I just like that'd be sick.
Lions spread or Lions to win the game? Because the spread is 7 points. So.
7 points. I think no, they're not gonna cover the 7 points.
Well, if the Lions win the game, then they'll cover it.
No, they could be like 3 points, 4 points.
But they're underdogs.
Oh, is that how it works? I don't know how it works. Don't get betting advice.
So you think the Lions will win?
Yeah, Lions will win. And yeah, so we're gonna get Lions, and then it's gonna ruin that stupid logo thing, whatever. But
purple and blue is kind of.
I know, but it's scripted, so it's obviously gonna be the Niners and Baltimore.
I'm gonna go Lions. I'm gonna pick the Lions as well.
Yeah, but we all know it's gonna be Ravens. And
it's gonna be the Lions.
Do you not see that news thing that came out? Someone took a screenshot. It was these people performing. We got Usher at halftime, and then Reba and
Usher, by the way, which is a horrible halftime show.
Sure.
You think it's good?
No,
they went from Rihanna to Usher.
Yeah.
They could have had, I don't know, Drake. Who cares about Osher anymore?
It's in Vegas. I don't know what they're.
What does
they
that have to do with
big.
anything?
I guess we'll talk about that next week.
They could have done a hologram of fucking Michael Jackson or something instead. So yeah.
Yeah.
But then Tupac hologram, that was
in Coachella.
That was Coachella. Right?
But yeah, Niners. We'll see what they do. We'll see how Brock Purdy plays. Same with. It'd be cool if it was Lions, Baltimore. That'd be, I think, more even matchup. No.
I think people want to see the Niners Ravens. Personally, I don't want to see it because that was what.
I think it'd be a better game if it was Lions Ravens. No.
Yeah. Was the Niners Ravens the one where the lights went out in the stadium?
Yeah, with Beyonce.
So yeah, we'll see what happens this weekend. It should be a good one. Quickly, let's go back and look at our picks from last weekend. I picked the Bills. I picked the Texans. I think I picked the Lions. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think you did.
And then the Ravens.
So you got one, right?
So 2 of 4.
2 out of 4. I forgot what my picks are.
I think you had...
Yeah, I picked the Lions.
I don't know.
I think I picked the Lions. I picked the 9. I think I picked the Packers. I like the Packers. I picked the Packers, and then I picked the Bills.
I think you picked...
I think I picked the Bills, but I said it's going to be Chiefs somehow.
I think you picked Baltimore, though.
Yeah, obviously.
Because I was on the CJ bandwagon, but...
It wasn't even that close. But yeah, that's... I don't know.
That's all the NFL stuff you have, I think.
There's some little bit of off-season talk. I don't know.
Belichick had a second interview with the Falcons.
Yeah, I think we talked about it last time. Someone said...
Didn't he reject a couple teams as well?
He rejected the Cowboys and... I forgot the other team.
I forgot too.
It was Cowboys something. But I heard someone on ESPN said that he should go to Buffalo.
I'll take it. I think they should go to their coach.
Robert Kraft.
What is it? What did I Bill Belichick.
Rejection.
I think they should. I don't know. The Bills are gonna have to do some stuff in the off season. Is that how you spell Belichick? Belic.
Yeah, it's yeah. And then what's the guy's name from Tennessee?
Adam Schefter says the Falcons are the only team that Bill Belichick has engaged in heavy conversations with. So.
And I think Mike Vrabel has interviewed with Seattle Seahawks and Chargers.
So it looks like as of right now, he's probably going to go to Atlanta.
There's actually like 10 different offensive coordinators that might get jobs. The
Lions
Bucks, the Bucks ones. Yeah, the Bucks, the offensive coordinator. He's going to be a head coach next year. The Lions one, and then who else was it? There's a few other guys.
Quickly before we move on, do you think the Bills should fire their coach?
Yeah, it's been what? Like
he's not done
years.
shit. They haven't even made it to the conference championship, or the once.
6 years, I think it's been.
They gotta make some kind of changes. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna give you some quarterbacks. I'm gonna tell you you're gonna tell me if they should extend them, give them 1 year, or cut them. All right.
Just 1 year?
Like extend them for like a long-term contract. Okay. Give them like one more chance, or like see you later. Tua.
1 more chance.
Justin Fields.
Oh my God! So give him a chance, man.
He's playing really well. You think they should give him another chance?
Yeah. Caleb Williams way too. I don't know. Give him another chance. John Marvis Harris Jr.
Justin Herbert.
Oh fucking! Keep him for like 90 years, man. He's generation. Like who's gonna replace him?
That's not for me to figure out. Will Levis. Levis?
As a rookie, just keep him. What's like when you draft a new QB, you gotta start the whole process all over again.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I think he's already backed up. He should go to they should trade him Dak Prescott for Russell Wilson, or the Falcons.
Speaking of Dak Prescott,
he hasn't really shown in the playoffs. What, like 4 years now?
So should they cut him or give him one more chance?
Yeah,
Not cut him, but
give him another chance.
Tell him to get out.
Give him another chance.
Danny Dimes.
Yeah, cut him, buddy. Tommy DeVito.
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, when he got drafted, he should have just not resigned or signed.
And then one more, Kirk Cousins.
So that's a tough one, man. You watched that quarterback thing on Netflix?
No.
No? Everyone loved him after that. I wouldn't mind him on the Patriots. Maybe the Falcons. But I think he played really well there.
So with Minnesota, you think he's gone?
It's really weird because it is last season too. And
He's
he
a
got
free
injured.
agent now, right?
He was an MVP candidate.
Is he a free agent now?
He might be a free agent. Yeah, I think he's a free agent. He's an MVP candidate until he hurt his Achilles.
So what do you think they should do with him?
I just if the bill goes to Atlanta, bring him in.
So you think he's gone?
I don't think they're gonna cut him.
But you don't think they're gonna re-sign him though?
It's hard. I want him to go to where Bill go.
What do you think they're gonna do?
They're gonna cut him. I think.
All right.
Move on.
All right. Do you have anything else to discuss for this episode? I guess we can open it up to anything sports related. If there's any big news, NFL either. I don't.
Corey Perry to the Oilers.
Yeah.
Does that get a big difference? Watching Blues now after 12 straight.
He hasn't played in a long time, so I don't know.
NBA. The Siakam trade.
Decent, I guess. Raptors got 3 first-round picks, and
now there's no one left.
No one left from the championship team. Yeah. They got 3 first-round picks and some random bench players, so it's whatever. Hopefully the Raptors tank the rest of the season, get a good draft pick, but I like the trade they did for OG was good, so we'll see what happens. RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly.
That manager's cooking, eh?
He always cooks. And they're probably going to trade Bruce Brown too, that they got from Pacers, because he should go to a contender. Yeah, that was like the only thing that's happened in the NBA, I think. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Anthony Edwards are beefing after the game last night. 2 best young players in the league.
Yeah, the guy from OKC, right?
Canadian.
Yeah, he's
So the Raptors are going to build. They got RJ Barrett, they got Scotty Barnes, and then once Shea becomes a free agent, to Toronto.
It's all Canadian team.
They're going to cook the Eastern
Conference. Wants to play in Toronto? Oh, good. We'll bring the Canadians back.
Jamal Murray too, get up there.
Has he been doing good this year?
I think he's been up and down, but the Nuggets are decent.
What is the NBA right now?
I think the Timberwolves are still first place in the West.
Celtics, Timberwolves, Nuggets are in third.
Thunder and T-Wolves.
Look at this. Look at this. So this was the other day.
Also, look at how bad the Raptors' record is, and they're not even, and they're close to a play-in team.
Here, 17-16. It was at one point like one number each.
What is that for?
Oh wait, never mind. I forgot. Never mind. Just ignore it. But yeah, the Raptors they're still playoff potential. But yeah. How about across the pond? You got anything?
No.
Nothing.
City.
Champions League starts after.
Manchester City probably going to win the Premier League again since KDB is back now.
Yeah, treble.
They're going to start cooking again. Champions League starts soon.
Yeah, after Super Bowl. 2 weeks.
African Cup of Nations. I don't know. Salah got injured, but I don't think it's serious.
And then I guess
Inter Miami's going on their preseason tour of the world, basically.
Suarez,
Messi, Busquets, Alba. I don't know how they do it, but it's funny because David Beckham. Beckham, obviously Real Madrid player, getting all the ex-Barca players is kind of funny.
Oh, Benzema going back. Speaking of Madrid players, Benzema going back.
Arsenal should sign him.
Yeah, Premier League.
They need a striker badly, but I don't think Benzema would go there. He'd probably go maybe back to Real Madrid, but I doubt it. I don't know.
I think that probably wraps up this episode of the divisional round. Yeah, the divisional round. As always, we're on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok.
Subscribe
Apple,
to the
you
YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Amazon. Go watch some sports, and we'll see you next weekend. Next week? Next week.